cover your ears right now. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, yes! Oh yeah, that is so beautiful! Yes! Yes! Oh, this is so beautiful! This is so amazing! But why do we have to wait for more? Hi everyone, this is The Angry Enemy Fan, and this is Black Clover chapter 176. Unfortunately, it's gonna take a while before we can defeat the Compass Girl. However, this is only a chapter of Noelle getting acknowledged, and oh, she is so beautiful, this chapter. It's amazing, really. I mean, granted, the chapter wasn't amazing, but that ending, oh my god. Well, either way, Noelle actually acknowledges Noelle, saying, show them the power. With the new resolve, indeed Noelle tries that, but the compass elf tries to fire off her compasses, and their magic is still being disrupted. But then suddenly Noelle, the annoying one says that they're trapped. Noelle realizes that if they're trapped, the same thing can almost be said about the elf compass knight. So she decides to do something reckless, something she has always done ever since when she tried to train. She summons a reckless amount of water, and her brothers covers themselves with mercury in order to make sure that they don't drown. As she fills the place with water, the elf compass warrior gets submerged in water, and she actually reveals that if she doesn't find a way to empty it, then she'll drown, revealing that while the elves indeed are powerful in magic, they still need to breathe. So she breaks through the glass in order to release the water, but when she does that, her guard is down, so Noelle fires off slashings of mercury that seems to knock the elf compass girl unconscious or kill her, but unfortunately it's not enough. It's then suddenly that Noelle actually says the one words that we never thought he will hear. I mean, granted, it has been for a while now that the oldest brothers seem to have acknowledged Noelle. I mean, I find this a little bit strange though. He was an extreme jerk-ass, although apparently not as bad as the middle brother. But what I mean is, this seems to explain that his jerk-assity was more out of a sign of protection rather than, oh, I so loathe your existence. Or maybe, well, either way, what he's trying to say is, while I do not think that what Noelle does was royally, he does acknowledge the fact that they won thanks to her, and also begins to explain that he was afraid to have Noelle on the battlefield because Noelle looks a lot like her mother, which has actually been lampshaded a lot. Of all of the silver siblings, Noelle looks it's the most that looks like the Steel Princess. So, and as Noelle could not get stronger due to the very danger of controlling her magic, Noelle didn't want to acknowledge her and therefore kept her off the front lines and also because he didn't want to see the face of his dear mother vanish before his face again. So, I mean, this seems to imply that all of his jerk-ass facade was more out of a sign of protection rather than I loathe your existence. Find that pretty strange. However, reluctantly he coughs and says that he has been mistaken and says that he is sorry and apologizes. He says the one word Noelle has wanted to hear her entire life. The oldest brother, the captain of the Silver Siblings, lowers his pride and says he's sorry. That is emotional. I mean, that's an achievement. Of course, the other siblings cannot believe it. But then suddenly, Noelle gets stabbed by compasses as it turns out that the compass girl is not out of the pictures yet. Well, granted, she was an elf. I don't think she would have been fainted off just like that, but now that Noelle has been stabbed through the shoulder, the pancreas, and the stomach, does that mean that he is gonna die now? He doesn't exactly look alive. I mean, just when we're finally getting some sympathy from that guy, is the sympathy guy that's gonna have to die. Well, granted, that's how we get the most emotional reflection from us all. The campus elf girl, just keep on saying that this madness will never end and blah 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 blah. You know, the typical angry hate speech that the elves only talk about now. As she surrounds the space with even more of the campus magic, it seems that all hopes is lost. However, Noelle refuses to give up, and not only because now her first sibling has finally acknowledged her, but also because even though she doesn't have any good memories of her siblings, they are still her siblings. This once again shows that Noelle is the best person ever. After Mimosa, very likely the best royalty ever. Well, the Crimson siblings, maybe, yes, they are a little bit harsher and stuff like that, but they're not exactly bad either. Noelle and Mimosa are a little bit opposites. I mean, Noelle is a little bit more brash and arrogant than the kind-hearted Mimosa. However, that doesn't mean that Noelle is heartless. No, she has a lot of heart. Almost more heart than a lot of nobles her has. And the fact that she acknowledges that despite the fact that she owes her siblings nothing. I mean, granted, now the oldest finally acknowledged her, but granted their siblings, she doesn't owe her siblings anything. She can just let them die. But she doesn't want to, because they are her siblings. With that, her magic increases to a new frantic amount, and says that if she cannot hit with long range or manipulate complex magic, she will get closer and denser. It's during this time she trusts something else. And what she does has blown my mind. Water creation magic, a Valkyrie dress. And what is so remarkable about that, despite the fact that now Noelle is actually going to become a little bit more close in combat, although I don't exactly know if she has the martial arts to back it up, it's the picture. Don't you guys see what that picture is? It's her mother. Noelle has officially become her mother! Everyone talked great about the Steel Princess, and the one picture we saw of her was a Valkyrie dress. This is what I mean. Noelle is the true and one and only silver sibling that has inherited her mother's powers. Her mother's powers may have been Mercury or whatever. What I mean is, she looks like her mother. And now she has gained the similar dress like her mother. It's a legacy power. It's just so awesome. So freaking awesome. I love this. Granted, however, this chapter was filled with despair, so we cannot ignore that. But we can. But it was also filled with heartwarmingness. But I still wish this fight could just escalate so we can get some more hope. But a worthful dish of despair and hope. Wonderful. And I'm not sarcastic when I say that. But you can give me your thoughts if you have any.